Coming up, a leather seat is fixed by an expert, and I take apart the interior for some reason.
Well, that was fun.
Welcome back to the 5th installment of Project Cologne, where we continue to turn this E46 from a cheap daily driver to where's all my money gone, and then all the way down to selling your lavished hair to buy parts to upgrade the suspension, of course. Back to the interior. As mentioned in the previous part, I bought individual Nappa leather sport seats, which are very rare and beautiful. The leather is nice and soft and the middle part embossed and has a strip running down the center of it. The reason I went for black seats is because I couldn't find gray sport seats at all, and then these popped up for sale and I snagged them up for 200 euros, which is a pretty good deal given their rarity. The passenger seat is in good shape with normal signs of use. However, the driver's seat needs work as the seam down the middle split open. The bottom bolster foam is degraded and you can feel the metal underneath the leather. That's pretty typical on E46 sport seats. And the upper bolster needs to be re-dyed. They need a thorough cleaning and pilot's chair a bit of work, but overall not too bad. I'm excited about these and love their design, so let's start the fixing up process.
So now I'm going to disassemble and remove this bottom part because I'm going to take it to a very nice viewer and a subscriber who owns an upholstery shop, and he's going to take care of this and that because sewing is not a skill that I possess, so I'd rather let professional do this. So he's going to show you how a seat like this gets repaired, and I'm going to do my part by making his life a bit easier and just remove this so I don't have to take the whole seat. And he's about 45 minutes away, and tomorrow I have to go a bit further and pick up the M Sport bumpers. Yep. What's wrong with me? I said this is going to be a cheap daily car, and then I just went berserk and started buying stuff, quite literally. So this is no longer a cheap daily car. So it's going to be daily, but it's not going to be cheap. Anyway, let's move along. First thing I'm going to do is, well, vacuum it and clean it, to be honest, because it's disgusting. Yeah, I'm gonna go wash this and get gloves as well, because that's the dirtiest I've seen it so far. Man, just look at the difference between the bottom and the upper part. It's already like 76% better. And all I did was clean it. I'm curious, let's clean that real quick. Oh, holy guacamole. I mean, these seats are never gonna be perfect, but we're gonna bring them as close as possible to that because these are really, really cool seats. The leather is already looking so much better. Let's start with the removal. The goal here is to remove all of these bits and not break anything. So let's see how that goes. I've never taken E46 seat apart. So let's do that. And then remove these two here. That looks like T25. And it's not. It is Ninja Star T20. Oh, that removes. That's nice. So let's flip the seat. Oh, I'm so strong. One hand. Plastic tabs that need to be lifted here. Is there a screw here? I think now I need to go on top. So now I need to push here. So I'm gonna use this to try and locate that tab. Why did they have to design it in such fashion that you can't see where the stupid clips are? Oh, I can see this one. Just poke around. Oh, I found it. Nope, don't do that. Yep, and then now. There you go. How do we disconnect you, my friend? Yep. And then, cool. So here are the tabs. So this goes like this. Tab here, 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 and then the bolt here as well. And then it comes off. So now I'm going to bend the tabs here. Okay. This string needs to be removed. That wasn't tight at all. Ooh. Nothing broke, that's good. So if I push it down, it comes off. Now we need to go to the back. I think we need to unplug some stuff. So what else is holding you? There you go. 4 Ninja Star bolts to remove this, and then you can pull off. So imagine putting this all back together. It's gonna be very fun. So now, yep, that's here. But we have a wire, so it goes to the connector here. That's the one. It disconnects rather easily. It connects to the same plug that the connector in the floor of the car connects to, just on the back of it. Slide this plastic in, unplug it. Yeah, that's our issue here. This is completely falling apart. He told me he can fix this as well, so hopefully he can do that, because that's bad. Cool, so this is ready for Felix.
Felix is a nice subscriber who recently opened up his own upholstery shop and told me to reach out if I ever need any leather work done. He has a charming small shop with an old school vibe in Randstad, 40 minutes away from Frankfurt, and I was happy to bring him business and have the seat fixed at the same time. And now he's going to show us the repair process.
The problem is you cannot just attach this again. If I put this under the sweeping machine, sorry, my English is not that good.
It's better than my Deutsch, so don't worry.
You cannot just reattach this, you need to change this part here. Because you see, this is still attached, but this part not. So you have to put these all new. Looks like not the right.
Yeah, that's... Yep, this one is smooth, so maybe that one. Yeah, that's more like it, I think. Right?
Yes, it's not definitely the same. Problem is these are old leather, the new one, so this is a little bit more shiny.
Yeah, that's fine. This needs to be thoroughly cleaned as well, so...
Yes. So I think this is the best one you could use.
And then you have this bolster as well.
Genau. That's really shattered piece.
Yeah, that's really gone.
Yeah, the metal can come out here.
Yeah.
And the next would be...
Poking through the leather, right?
Oh, look, it's began.
Oh, okay.
Here.
Not good, huh?
Should look like this.
Mm-hmm.
And here the metal came through
So,
it.
yeah.
And the next would come out here.
Yeah, that would be bad. But this is, from what I understand, really common on E46 sport seats.
Yes. I made 3 in the last weeks.
Yeah.
All the same.
And how do you repair this?
At first, you glue this together
Okay.
as good as can be. Then you cut these out.
Mm-hmm.
Then you put a new one on it with glue, and then you reformed it like it was before.
To the same shape, yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Really good. Doesn't sound that complicated, but I guess it requires skill.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's the confirmation that this is being done by a professional. Do your thing. I'll try to stay out of your way. These are the hog rings, man.
So,
That is our
there's
issue.
metal in it to make this stronger. Otherwise, it would collapse.
Yeah. And this one is good here, yeah.
Yeah, this one is good.
And does it make any difference for you that the seat is heated or no?
You have to make a little difference because you have first to open this one here.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
this one here to first. Yeah,
Mhm.
put here. And then you have to put the heat seater
Oh,
aside.
it's, yeah.
Now we need to cut your seat.
Damn.
So you can see there's another one to attach the seat heater.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, this was to attach this one, and here's for the seat heater.
Mm-hmm. See, I know to do a lot of stuff, but sewing is one of those skills that I really don't have.
And this also needs to be open because it goes this way.
But typically sport seats don't have this in the middle,
No,
the normal ones, so this one is kind of an exception.
normal ones only got here one here,
Yeah,
and then this is one piece.
one piece, yeah.
Yes.
See?
So you have to cut the string at the beginning, so it's easier to get this off. No cuts in your
Very
leather
nice.
we want to reuse.
And it's out.
Oh, it's out. So here you can see the original markers they made from the factory. To put these together, you see the markers on the other side,
Mm-hmm.
so you know where to put this. Put this on it, so it can move. You see it is a little bit
Yeah, yeah.
not straight. Now I make it straight, but I got the markers here. That's the important one. So I'll make the markers. Here again.
So copy paste, huh?
Yes. And now I put it under here. And these are Glockenmesser in Germany, we say. It's a cutter that's round.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. And then you slide it in,
Yeah.
and it cut.
Very nice. No idea what it's called in any other language, but okay, yeah.
Now it's very thin.
Oh, wow.
If you fold it now, it's much thinner than before.
That is yet another fascinating machine, huh?
Yes, these are very old as well. But these are also only a little one. There are much bigger ones. Now I measure out how long these
Holes are apart,
holes
yeah.
are. Yes, yes.
Threads, yeah. I think that might be a match, huh?
Hmm?
That might be a match.
Yes,
See?
this looks like the same. Now we marry the new part and the old one. Look, these are the markers
Mm-hmm.
and they match.
And that's the first seam done.
Yes. Look, now it's in. And now we have to make another one on top of this.
46.
Highline leather.
Highline leather, yeah.
Yeah.
That's how they call it. High leather, yeah. Mm.
Fits in the 11th 2002.
Really nice.
Now we make the top one.
Is
So
that special Kleber or the?
These are special glue for the foam.
Mm-hmm.
These are elastic at when it's dried out. These have to dry a little bit, then you can press it. Now you put these together. Now it's pressed together, and after it's dry, I can cut this out. And I didn't get a hole in the middle, but if I cut it now, there's a hole.
There's a hole, yeah.
So now it's closed, and then I can put new foam on it.
And shape it according to the
The shape.
So the bottom seat is pretty much done. Felix did an excellent job. I'm really, really happy. Thank you again. You saved the seat, so this is awesome. Can't wait to put it all back together. And now, how much do I owe you for this?
I got a lot of work with this, so let's say 180. Is that okay?
180.
180.
Yeah, that's pretty fair, I think. And you saved the whole seat, so a lot of work and a lot of skill required to do this as well. This is something I definitely won't be able to do on my own. Don't forget, if you need any work and you're nearby, or you can even ship stuff to Felix and he can take care of you as well. Steering wheels, whatever you have, like even if you remove this and ship it, he can get it done and ship it back to you. So this was nice. I'd shake your hand, but we live in different times, so that's not gonna happen. Anyway, I'm gonna head back because it's getting late and assemble the rest of the seats.
Okay.
See you back in the garage.
He is also a proud owner of this beautiful E32 750i. Definitely the right place to have leatherwork done and support one honest, skilled craftsman.
All right, we are back in the garage. It's been several weeks because I've been busy with other stuff. And now let's see if I can remember how to put all of this back. First, the wires, like that. Push the clip in the back. Yep. There you go. Almost. Not really. Is that supposed to go there? The back is in. Looks like I remembered all the major things. Yep, it's in. Now I need to clean it thoroughly, like really good, because I didn't clean the upper part. And then re-dye this bolster here, because that's looking really ugly.
We'll come back to the seats later. I didn't want another car with a completely black interior, so I opted to make it two-tone. The gray carpet was simply not working with black seats, so I needed to swap in the black one and also retrofit wiring for the power seats since the current ones were manual and new ones aren't.
This is the state of the parts car. Looking rather sad, but it's for the good cause. The complete front end is gone. Hood, bumpers, fenders, radiator, all of that. Inside steering wheel, headliner, rear sunshade, the middle cat, and a few other small pieces. The interior is torn to parts because I need to remove this carpet and put it in my car for the two-tone conversion. So here's what we have. The rear section came out fairly easily, nothing to it, just pull it up and out of the car. The front section, however, is the tricky one. Because if I want to remove this as one piece, the scaffolding and HVAC needs to come out completely. And that means draining the lines and doing a lot of stuff that I don't want to do. So I did a bit of Googling and I'm going to do what everyone else does here. And that is basically cut the carpet carefully around the HVAC unit here and then pull it out that way and leave that section over there. In the end, it's not gonna make that much of a difference because all of that is covered by the dashboard and I can cut a bit longer here so it overlaps with the carpet in my car. It is a bit of a shortcut, but in my opinion, one that's necessary. So let's go ahead and do that. The front section of the carpet is out as well. Just like I said, I carefully cut around here and pulled out the carpet real easy. And to be honest, it's really not that big of a deal to cut it there, because even from the factory, this carpet is cut on several places for the wiring and stuff. So it turned out pretty good. The carpet, I already took the opportunity to vacuum it, clean it, and use carpet extractor to deep clean it. And it's in perfect condition, no tears, no rips, no stains. So that's pretty much ready to go into the touring. But before I start tearing down the interior in that car, I need to figure out the wiring for the electric seats. I'm gonna do all of that off camera, and then I'm gonna show you all of this, including carpet removal on that car. I removed the complete wiring from the donor car for the electric seats, and it's actually pretty simple stuff. On the passenger side, we have 2 wires, positive and negative, and on the driver's side, we have 3 wires, positive, negative, and the one for the seat memory. All of them have fuses, 30 amps. This is the schematics. On the driver's side, we have the positive cable going from connector 13 for the seats to fuse 70. 14, that's the brown wire that goes to the ground. And the driver's seat, we also have connector 13 going to fuse 65. 14 pin goes to the ground, and 16 pin, which is for the seat memory, goes to the K-bus next to the fuse panel. All of this I'm going to explain in the car, but for now, this is how all of it looks. And like I said, pretty simple stuff. Let's just go ahead and tear the touring apart. Rear seats, carpets, front seats, dashboard, all of that needs to come out. So let's get started with this, because this is my ride home and I only have, well, half a day left to do all of this. So I'm not sure if I'm gonna make it. Maybe I just have to put a bucket and then drive home like that. We'll see. First, gonna remove the floor mats. Already so dirty. Remove the rear bench, just pull up and out of the car. Next, the front seats. By the way, if you remove the headrest, it's actually a lot easier to remove the seat from the car. Yep. I hate manual seats, I really do. So let's start with the central console. This comes out, 2 screws here, and then pull up 2 more screws here. Actually, let's first do this. That comes out. Oh, yeah, there it is. By the way, I wasn't planning to, but now that I have that car completely taken apart, I am going to retrofit the rear windows, electric ones that is. Does this come out? Yep. Disconnect that. Now the armrest and the center console can come out together. Well, let's break some clips. It's one. Ah, broke it. Oh well. Yep. Surprisingly, that didn't break. So now I'm going to discover rust here. I know that because around the drain hole from the bottom of the car, there's some rust bubbling. So there's probably going to be a rust spot over there. And I cannot take care of that now because I need this car to use it every day. So this car is going to go back to the body shop in spring, and I'm again going to remove the carpets, just this section here, so they can fix that. But for now, that's have to stay. There you go. So now this slides. Yes, Redden, it slides. No need to break anything. Yeah, but this one cannot slide. Ah. Pull it up here. Well, technically, the front one needs to come out first, but whatever. Dun, 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 dun. Ah, there it is. And that's free, coming out. And there's rust. Scheisse. Yeah. And the other one is nearly there as well. There's the rust. Very common on E46, I believe. This seal has failed, or rubber cap. So it developed rust here. And as I said, I cannot take care of this right now because I need to use the car, and this is going to take a couple of days to fix. But in springtime, I'm going to remove this side of the carpet again and drop it off at the body shop, and they're probably going to cut out a section here and weld in new metal, because this, well, it's not that bad, but it's certainly not good. You need to hit it with a hammer and see what's good metal, what's not. For now, let's just pretend we didn't see that and move along. Also, you're gonna pretend we didn't see that either. All right, I'm gonna start tearing down the dashboard, but first I want to remove the steering wheel and get it out of the harm's way, because it's really easy to scratch it and it needs to come off anyway. So first, the airbag. Come on now. It's the stupidest design ever. Finally. So you have to press in the stupid pins in here to release the airbag. Yes. Good. I also want to remove the shift knob so I don't damage it. Oops. Oh, going down. Almost. Let's remove this thing. First, this comes out. Screws. Oh. Okay. Now the vents. I mean, for crying out loud. Why is this so difficult to remove? Oh my Lord. What kind of clips are these? Remarkably, I didn't break anything. Now this thing can come out. Next is the glove box. Right. Out it comes. I'm not gonna use this one because it's gray. Right, I believe the next is the airbag. Remove the straps. There's the connector. And out comes the explosive device. Now we can work on the driver's side. The clip. What's the issue now? Disconnect the connectors. Nice. Let's do the footrest. It should come up. Easy as that. And then this one has a screw on top. Speedo comes out. It's the light switch out. Now, and if memory serves me right, the dashboard should come out now. It should unclip. Should remove the A-pillars. I forgot to do that because in that car they were already removed. It comes out. Good. So let's see now. Why is this so difficult to remove? Why are you being difficult? Oh, my back. Oh, yeah. It's out. Yes. Yeah, let's do that. Yep. What now? So the dashboard is out. I am not going to change it to black. It's going to stay two-tone, along with the center console, two-tone door panels, but black carpets. So let's remove the gas pedal, press on the tab, don't break it, and then slide it out. Oh, it's breaking, and it broke. Did it? Yes, it did. No, nearly. That one is a bastard. Oh. And this is a bit tricky as well. Ow! Right into my forehead. Come on, you plastic garbage. Ah. Hoo-yah! And I broke it. It broke. I think we can glue that back together, because I'm not waiting on a new one. The clutch stop, I need to buy a bigger one. So now we need to start cutting out the carpet. So I have to be really careful here so I don't cut any wires, because there's loads of them over here. Ow! Oh! Ah, that hurts. Right into the brain. Careful around here. And this side is good. So I know there's a ton of wiring here. Really gotta be careful. Can this be removed? It would help. Come on. There you go. Clear the pedals. Well, that was fun. So now we're going to start running the wiring. So this is the connector for the seat. I need to connect positive and negative cable here. The ground cable is going to go to the ground post here, and the positive cable is going to go back all the way here to the fuse panel, to the fuse 70. So first things first, remove this cover. The red brown one goes through this insulation here to the pin 13. That's right. So pin 13 here, and connect the ground cable to pin 14. So now we need to remove the ground post. So there's a perfect spot to connect it right over here. Make sure it connects well there, and then press on it. So that's firmly attached. Now I can put this case back, and now I need to shorten the cable. Connect these, twist, bit of flux, not flex. And that is a nice and strong joint. Good. So zip ties. Fuse panel needs to be taken apart. That lifts up, and now 70. It's marked here, and it's the second from bottom right. And there is a trick that a subscriber on Instagram sent me, and that is to put a zip tie here, through here, and then pull it through the fuse panel. So let's see if that works. So let's try that. Well, that didn't work. Oh yes. Click, click. Yes, it's in. All right, so the zip tie helped. Thank you, kind subscriber. Thank you. This here is the fuse 70. You can see it says 70. And there's our new wire. All I need to do now is put a 30 amp fuse in it, and that's the passenger side done.
The driver's side is the same, with the addition of seat memory cable that connects to pin 15 and runs to K-bus.
The ground cable is connected to the terminal over there. Unfortunately, this one doesn't have any more space so that I can plug it in, so I just use the terminal. That should work fine as well. I've seen retrofit kits from BMW that connect like this, so that's totally fine. And now, originally from the factory, the positive and the K-bus cable go all the way around here through the dashboard to the fuse panel. But obviously I'm not going to do that because I'm not going to mess with the HVAC, so I'm just going to run it through here along with this wiring across the tunnel and then to the fuse panel. So here's our lovely fuse 65 right next to 66, and there's the wire up there, and all that needs to be done now is connect the fuse. And now we need to bring the K-bus here. So this is the K-bus terminal that we need. It has all of these wiring that are the same color, white, red, yellow, and our wire for the seat memory is going to go right over there in that empty slot. So let's connect it here, and then use pliers to clamp down on it. Make sure the contact is good. So here's our new wire, sitting nice and firm here, Now I can put this cover back. That's the wiring done, and now it's the bit where I need to test if it's working. To do that, I'm first going to clean up, reinstall the cluster because I don't want for the car to go crazy. I know that's the one thing that I want to be plugged in. For the airbags, I don't care. I can reset that later. Okay, so the seats from the donor car are installed because I cannot get to my new seats at the moment. So this will do just for testing. Gonna connect the battery. Right now we're going to turn the key and see if it's working. Speedo is on. But the question, does the seat work? Of course it does, of course. Brilliant. And now if the seat memory is working, so let's press 1, move the seat up front, then up, and let's press 1. Oh yeah, you have to hold it. But it's working. Let's check the passenger side as well. Yes, sir. All right, that is a job well done. Now I can proceed with the carpet and the dashboard. So now I'm going to vacuum the interior and sort out that bit of rust over there. I'm going to sand it and put rust converter on it so it doesn't rust further. That just looks like surface rust, so not a big deal. To be honest, I bought sound deadening and I was planning to put it all over the floor of the car, but looking how thick the carpet is, I don't think if I put anything down the floor is going to make any difference whatsoever. It already has some of it, so if I add more, don't think it'll make any difference. So I scruffed up the surface with a sandpaper and a steel brush to remove all of the rust, then cleaned with alcohol, and then I added rust converter. So this now needs to sit for at least, well, overnight to dry and do its thing. So that means that I cannot put the carpet in now. Guten Morgen. It got late last night, so I decided to call it a day, but I decided to go with the sound deadening after all. In case it's not clear, I don't know what I'm doing with this. But I figured I'm never gonna have these carpets off ever again, at least the front section. The rear will come out for the rust. But it cannot hurt to add some of this material and possibly make some difference regarding road noise, because this car has a lot of it. Like I said, I don't know if this is gonna make any difference. Probably won't, because the carpet itself is really thick and there's already sound deadening on the floor. But I don't know, what the hell, it can't hurt. I'm already in here and the worst I can do is just add a bit of weight to the car, and that doesn't really matter because this is not a race car. Here's how this side looks. Pretty much slapped it wherever I could. And then on the driver's side, I only did the back section, and like I said, that's gonna come off for the rust repair in spring. And now I need to do the front section, but first, this is what the rust converter did. The rust goes black, and now I can spray some primer or whatever so it doesn't look that ugly. Here's some additional rust protection. Just gonna do a gentle coat. And that's good. Sound deadening is done on that side as well. I left that bit over there that I treated with rust. And because the gas pedal is gonna go over there, I don't wanna make it too thick. And now I can put in the carpet. Hello, black carpet. Yes. Let me go get the front one. So let's see if this is easy to remove, as I think it is. Yep, it is. Oh, but here we have pedals and stuff. So I'm actually going to connect these carpets with a zip tie, like one there. Should do the trick. So to connect the carpets, I got the ingenious idea of using zip ties and poking a hole in both carpets and just connecting them. So that worked a treat. I'm gonna do the same on the other side, because this is now nice and firm in place. So one zip tie here as well, and the carpet is nice and firmly in place, like it is from the factory. Here was already cut, so there's no need to do anything there, but it fits perfectly. And now I can start reattaching the clips.
And we are going to end part 5 here. Stay tuned for the next part, which is coming soon, where we assemble the rest of the interior and also upgrade the suspension. Thanks for watching and see you next time.